Hello everybody, Digna47 here. Sorry for being extra quiet today. Facebook is deciding to have issues. So give me a quick second to see if I can't get this to work now. And I had to check something too. It's a little off. It's a little awkward. Sorry if I sound weird or different. Those things seem strange. My I'm using a different computer. My new computer came after the stream last Saturday, so. I have a new computer that I am using to stream with now, and we're kind of just, and I'm kind of trying to get used to it. Um, Let me see. There's some. Unfortunately, it updated my OBS, so I'm now stuck at the position where like I have to. I'm now not only using a new computer that I had to reset up my OBS stuff with. It updated my OBS, so now OBS looks different. I'm sorry I'm a little later today. I actually was going to be on time, but then I had to uninstall and reinstall OBS, and that was not fun. Give me a quick second to check on how we're doing over here with Twitch. It looks fine. Maybe if I switch over to, let's go to the Wildermyth scene. Um, no, that looks fine too. It's saying we're unstable, but we really shouldn't be. I don't know what's up with that. Either way, we will be continuing and hopefully finishing up Eluna and the Moth today. Um, Give me a quick second. I'm just trying to get used to new stuff. Aha, okay, I see. Just give me a sec, guys. Looking over some stuff. Um, Interesting. Well, let me get this thing up for me because I just had to look at a few things. I haven't tested too much of this, by the way, so hopefully it works. Let's just get this thing started. I did have to reinstall Wildermyth, but wasn't that bad, so we should be good. Okay, man, everything is computers that got a crazy like I don't know, it's got a really fancy screen, it feels like sometimes. Also hotter than the other one, but whatever. Um, yeah, I'm going to be a bit paranoid on the first couple of streams, probably. Um, Want to make sure everything's working, and it looks like it is. Alright, so what was I doing? These two needed to go over there. That guy's down there working on that. Incursion's about to start. Alright. Depending on where that incursion goes, it's going to depend on where I want to make defenses, I guess. I'm gonna set them up to go do this real quick. Not you guys. You three. And then you two need to go over here. It shouldn't take you too long to do this one. Alright. I need 8. I'm sending these two over, so we should be able to do 8. Gotta be a little careful with Walla, but we should be good. You have an incursion incoming. Oh, and dreams are young. Here we go. Let me get a quick drink. My left ear is messing with me right now. It's super clogged for some reason. It's not ideal because I already have issues with my right ear. Um, My deck's falling behind. I'm hurting. Even for just a few moments. Feet fumbling, light failing. By tonight, it will be 2 full days they've been walking. We've survived much longer, Johnnies, and we'll go as far as our hearts allow, but we can't die for this. Who will tell the story then? Grockle. Snap. What happened? Hopefully I didn't offend her. Huh. Uncle Polly just opened back up, don't you think? On her own? Probably, but I guess Well, it's just one of us could have bottled up some of that spring water. I obviously could have at some point, but you could have suggested that at the time, Dinkin. Sorry, yeah, sorry. I'm just worn down. Fatigue and frayed nerves soon drive them to silence, then to sleep. Grapple. Sprack. But dawn glows on the dew-shining crest on an alert stone head. A waggle. Already go. Except here, I don't. Here, my sense of, I don't know, symmetricalness, I should say this time. I'm just, I'm trying to say, pack things up. You go ahead. Symmetry. Hmm? Sure, alright. That's quite thoughtful. They trek over the scrubby feet of mountains onto sheets of yellow-gray fieldland. The threadbare fields are clutched up onto the knees of thinning hills. On these wind-hollowed hills, Dinkin and Dak trace the path of their unflagging, small-striding guide. How many nights is this? 6? That's too low. Since the pool? I think it's 9. Oh, 7 or 8. It'd be 12. Yeah. Seems like this rock pit is fine with you, and with me. I wonder why. Hmm. The long, slow chase ends the following morning. They are hidden from a cloudy sky by musky woods. The rockling stops. How long has it been just a few moments? What's it showing us? Don't know. I keep waiting for unreality veers close to being. They see a hanging image, a light swarm, a memory. The spectre of a home that bitterly had stood. Well before the towns they know, well before the wood. It was a fearful place for the girl who lived there, a place she couldn't leave. For though she was born a blissful imberfond girl, she became something else instead. She became a girl chased by wildfire, a girl tangled chewed by flames, by the glowing jaws clenched round her knees. Her parents pried them free, brought her back over the hills to the house, and here left her living in the care of spring. Spring entrusted her to summer, summer hid her in fragrant shade for fall to find. Grandmother Winter visited with rain to cool her painful feet, and none of them once allowed this girl to starve. 3 years they wound together like roots, wild-fed and weather-blessed. Nights when the inside of the house was darkest, she was happiest. She'd wait for twilight up on Clovertop Hill, scowling down moonrise but welcoming stars. And one such night she saw a powerful thing. To the mountain she followed, where she'd seen the thing plummet, 20 days on young brittle legs, to the rim of a crater which was brimming with star melt, and a drifting there stone opened up before her eyes. The orphan girl Amara met little Ogagon that day, Ogagon out of darkness. Ogagon, whose mother, the night, must have adopted this girl, for thereafter they were sisters on an every path adventure, lucky and free, looked on by unnumbered family. Did a mystic flame flare in the girl's scarred heart, bringing the stone alive, or was it the stone that instilled in her its celestial power? Any answer never mattered to either of them. The orphan Emera Finstone became Emera the Stalking Child, a song-struck rambler, a solver of troubles, a crafter of miracles, and to her dear ones always a guardian. Until the final night, when she left this world alone. She was a young woman who never went home. Okay, you know, these woods, I think these woods are strange. I feel that too. What's it like for you? It's like they came here with a will to claim this all. Like the forest itself was at one time serious. Yeah, yeah, this is image to me of roots, the tree roots, going down deeper than the ground, and they come out the other side, and a tree's there too, but yeah, you kinda get the sense too, a jilted heart, a heart turned to anger, expressed in purple green. Tuck, 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 tuck. Wants us to go? She wants us to? Is there another thing to see? Want to stay? Me? Sometimes I'd like to be a heron beetle, or just a heron. A heron beetle. Something that flies away, oblivious, flies away, and people watch it and sigh and say, ah, it's a good omen. Well, what about you now, Duffel? We know what you wanted us to know, I think. Was that the whole thing? Your story about your, would you call her your big sister? The truth tends to be something sad in this country, in this yawning country. You're welcome to hmm? Keep the adventure alive. With us. I don't know if, why? People will travel with us, that's all I'm saying. I mean, isn't she? We can take turns leading each other. Ogagon follows her wake and all. It'd be hard to forget, I guess, No, the astral guide makes her own path from then on. It would be nice to have her because of what her ability is. I think we're gonna probably be better off giving it to. Actually, Bose isn't bad. I'll give it to him. Although I really don't. Well, I see. I bet this is because Denkin's a little much. That self-conscious posture, the misty eyes, the flirting with fate kind of statements he makes. I know it all. That's fine. Come on with me, then. You're right. Inscrutable, other weather mind faces of mountains. The pebbles go down, trails follow the vein. The round-bellied river, fish fondled and pale, and still more unfathomable. Oh my word, words. Unfathomable than these are the unseen travelers silent upon the black and whisky currents of fate. Would there be such a moment for a long slumbering starstone, waking and making an instant connection the way a bird might, new from an egg? If I had known all that would result from this, and nothing really for me, would I do it again? May as well ask what the dead think, if you hope to know the heart of a stone. Dawn over the house will gleam no different than it did the day they set out, but all three of them return changed. The journeys taken, the wonders witnessed and wrought, carve new subtleties and a lonesome smile. Alright, you two head back down there. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. To be honest, I'm glad you're cooking tonight. After Wallace, no five-footers, I'm just saying the bar is low. Don't get too excited. So we'll hit Dago Mine tomorrow morning, but that detour added more time than we thought it would, and our food is running a little low. How low? I've got onions and, some more onions. I thought there was still jerky. I figured we'll need that tomorrow. Onions aren't a meal, they're an ingredient. I bet I could get us a fish. Watch this. I bet I can change your mind. Watch this. Golly gee, okay. We have a higher chance with Cation. Give it a shot. A good onion soup can hold its own against any other meal. Low and slow, that's the key. How slow? Start thinking of stories now. Later. Even later. It's both kind of weird you have sometimes. Even later than that. So, how much longer you think? Just about. Yes, perfect. Wow, did Bo teach you how to enchant onions? This is pure wizardry. I can't believe we actually got the 37% chance. Nice. Oh, geez. Okay. First, the Drastics, Nightmare, Scurrier, Bard, Seeker, and a Reaper. Oh, and the Drastics is right up front. Brilliant. Drastics is one of my all-time least favorite rituals. Now, give me a minute to remember what everybody does. So, Asian is Misfire. Eldred was set up to be soul-splitting, so you're kind of going to be the, yeah, I know what you're set up to be. Asian, you have all that good stuff. You're set up to be around fire. Good thing I have fire making. Um, and then Gogha is the tank. Um, oh, good, more of them. Oh, you've got to be joking. Well, they don't have to be joking, but I really would have preferred it if they were joking. Uh, bye. Alright. Can I get it from... Yeah, okay. Stop over here, get a bite off. Don't think you're gonna do enough. Not quite. See, we make the fire here on the Seeker, give Walla her Ember Arrows. Walla, you go after the Nightmare? Oh my word. Okay, good start. We're doing wonderfully so far. I like this start. I'm gonna move you over to here. Then Kashian is gonna take you out with the Wolf Claw, so she gets Grey Planed. And then we are going to grab a few... There's nothing good here to interfuse with. Well, we're gonna grab some anyway. We're gonna grab this cooking pot here, so we get a little bit of soul splitting going. How much damage you do? 5 to 7? Yeah, I'm gonna need more than that. Shouldn't attack me anyway, but just in case. Someone else does. Nice block. Oh good, you sounded the alarm. Oh good! I love that for me. Walla, you get Ember Arrows standing next to these things. Excellent. Do you have anything besides Ember Arrows right now? I don't think. Oh, you have piercing shots. That's a good combination. Good on me, self. Let me see. I just wanted to check. Yeah, we're lagging a bit over here on OBS, which is fair. Give me a second. How we doing over on Twitch? We're excellent. At least we're not unstable anymore. Um, okay. Sorry, new computer, new problems. Hmm, okay. I just need to check something really quickly, guys. Sorry about that. Again, new computer, gotta get used to it. Okay. So we have more fun stuff coming our way. we want to do about the nightmare? That's going to be the question. I can engage. Not sure if engaging on the bot is a good idea, but I can. What's he? 3 to 5? I have enough. Pardon me. I do have enough to make that now. Enough warding to make that be fine. That gets at least those two onto me. If we can fuse with one more thing, so I may as well do that. And then let's get an attack off. Do some damage. Okay, I can deal with this guy. Then we'll see here. Okay, so then we can fire leash it and hit the bod. Try anyway. Yes. Go for that. And take out this one. Ooh, stunned. Nice. And then I have Kashian take out the stuff. Step over here. And then you can take out the nightmare, so we don't have to worry about that guy. Okay. And they're breaking down the door. Goody. Well, I may as well get an engage off. Even if it's probably not going to matter too much in the long run. Alright. See, I can attack you, get a little bit of boning going. Just take you out. I don't have to worry about you. And then you can move up here and kind of be the guy that draws attention. Eldred, you can head up here too. I'll need to interfuse with some things next turn. Goodness gracious, that was more damage than I thought it was going to be. Okay. Oh, there's the Dweevo. Okay, that's great. No! I was trying not to... Nah, well, whatever, it's fine. Um... So we start with that. Then we fire leash it. And take them all out. While I cannot get close enough to attack, which is unfortunate, but true. Gogvo, on the other hand, can, in fact... Do we have a... Yeah, just episode, okay. Engage him, at least. Then Eldred... Well, what I was going to have you combine with is gone. Walla, get over here and Silk Step. Okay. Gonna teleport and go for an attack. Nice. Time for the ignite. Didn't stand a chance. Oh, Keishin was actually to level up. Daggum. Alright, Keishin, what you got? Plus your speed for all heroes. Meh. Not really what I'm looking for. Rogue plus would have been nice. Fling Strike. Thorn Fang would have been nice. I could try a reroll. It's just I'm kinda need to save my LP right now. None of this is what I want though. Fox Flight's not bad on plus that up. I'll go for Fox Flight because I don't want to use my LP, but I would really have preferred Thornfang. Alright. Um, two water bows. Nice. Do I get rid of? I guess I could get rid of this for that, but it's not really gonna matter in the long run. Does anyone? I guess I could give it to Zigson. Yeah, we can give it to Zigson. Why not? For the steel strap, so speed. Many get some speed out of it. That's not bad. Oh, Dak. Dak needs the speed. I'll give it to him then. Well thought. Well thought, Walla. Not that I expect anything less. Just wanted you to know I appreciate you. You start to wonder if it's worth it, all this fighting. Oh, you do? I guess somewhere in me a little voice is saying this will never end. What if this constant battle and strife doesn't end? The point, I suppose, is that someone has to do it. The danger won't stop just because we're tired of dealing with it. We've got to face it each time. I know you know that. Don't lose heart. Oh boy, more seekers. I can deal with that. It's really not that bad. Could be worse. Could be a worse. Find that item. Right. So the incursion is over here. In which case, I want you guys to actually work on this. Hey, doing it nice. Dodge chance. Okay, who's up close enough to need the dodge chance more so? Yeah, so many characters. Go for is. I could give it to Zigson. I kind of need Zigson to be taking some damage, but not quite as much as she has been. Dodge chance might not be bad for her. Now then, how soon until they get 35 days? Let's at least try to get some defense off here. Is it a... I need to check what tier it is. Speed. You get Dak even more speed, which might not be bad, but Taminia could also use it, and this does give her that, so maybe I should give it to her. With Elsie? Elsie is definitely faster. Gogfa is not... could use it. Zigson as well. Eldred too. Let's see. 4.6, 4.4, 4.3 is Taminia. Let's grab Taminia. Let me see. What is it? It's a 3/6. Okay. Her defense. Go for a tier 3. Eesh, that's a big one. We can at least get started on it. Oh, oop. Give me a second. I didn't realize they had to go all the way around to make it there, because it's going straight up. Oof. Oh well. What's faster? This is taking 80 something. How long does it take to build a bridge? It'd be 26 if I had them do it. 56 if I have them do it. I think that would lower the time, so let's go for that. Let me see. That'd be for hmm. PSV defenses. Go for it. Like I say, I don't think they can make that, unfortunately, but I hoped. Who has the best labor? You guys work on that. Hmm. The rest of you head down here. Never mind, that thing is now infested. We don't want you to be there. No defending. I want you to just gather. And then get back to doing this. And I guess you guys can make some extra defenses over here. I don't know. Oop. Okay. Mind worm sucks. I'm gonna get rid of that. Um, I'm sorry, guys. These guys aren't doing anything, which is dumb and on me, and I apologize for that. Alright. I was so focused on this side, didn't even think about checking to make sure they were doing something. Let's see. They're at 3, so it's gonna be at 2, so it doesn't. I'll let them finish, and then we'll have them work on this stuff. As for these guys, 9 is kind of risky, but I think they can handle it. Anyone seen any of those house goals or weird rock stacks yet? Phone's so thick I could barely see anything. Probably hear deepest before we see them at this rate. Maybe oh, it's an awfully pretty patch of flowers, being a gloomy place like this. Funny shape they're in now that you mention it. It's not just me, right? That's a giant flowering footprint. This rings a bell. I remember a drawing of this very clearly, but the context is. Give me a minute. What was that? Boom, boom. There's something moving through the forest, something huge. Caw, caw. Hang on. We're near Riveridge Windmill, right? Oh no. The Strider of Riveridge Windmill. What? A giant of terrible beauty dooming those who look upon it. And you're just remembering this now. Did you say doom? Well, now I've gotta know what this thing is. Not what we're looking for. Let's get out of here. Oh, come on. We gotta see it, right? We gotta look at it. Are you sure we should go chasing after whatever was huge enough to make that print? Little Doom's never been a problem before. Yeah, but there's Doom and then there's Doom. This would be easier if I could see more than 10 feet in front of my face. Boom. Wow. Strider, the deepest. Ooh, that thing is horrifying to me. Come to me, brave one. Boom. Boom. Nickel, get ready. What's on your face? Doom. We actually have seen that. Oh gosh, that's a lot of enemies. So, 4 horned children, what is that? for Woken Slinger, for Woken, Father Fungus, and 2 Chosen. Oh, Shadow Spirit, neat. So we've seen this one before, actually, this transformation. So that means we've seen that thing before, but it was a while ago, I believe. I'm not exactly looking to transform Dominia, but I kind of like her current setup, but, I mean, that transformation wouldn't be bad for her either, to be fair, so I'm cool either way. Besides, it's the end of the thing, so it doesn't matter. Alright. Okay, so we should get ready to open that door. Does anyone need... I mean, yeah, Elsie could probably use that shadow weapon, but otherwise, not especially. Should I just open the door? Then everybody else is kind of in trouble. That's all I'm thinking. I feel like no. I feel like we don't just open the door yet. We might miss out on the spirit, but that wouldn't exactly be new for us, now would it? Alright. Run up here. I'll grab Stalwart, Sentinel. Maybe I should open the door just so I can get the Sentinel going. Fine, I convinced myself. Compulsion. Nice. Okay, that was a cool setup. I liked that. Dak, get you a little closer, my friend. I assume you have to go through to Minya, right? Yeah. Rather not do that. But I would like you to start getting your Mist-Meld, and a fusion stuff going. Anything else? Particularly good around? It does give you Mist-Meld as well. And we'll grab a Silk Step. And you're just jumping all over the place. I love it. Okay. Elsie, run up here and grab this for me, please. And what do I want? Sword or bow? A bow is cool. Wait, I have a fire bow already. Well, too late now. I'd rather shadow bow anyway, so it's not even me just being honest. I actually would rather the shadow bow. The fire bow is pretty good though, but it's fine. It's totally and utterly fine. Right, I don't think I think we've seen Ogagon before, but I haven't gone over it yet. And this one, you have a 40% chance to make a Celestial Tile. So, boom. Yeah, I leap over here and Sentinel up. There's really not a lot for you to do. I could have you help here, though. There we go. Ah, no, they did my biggest weakness. They opened a door. Alright, bolts from this guy. Very nice. Wonderful. Glad that is going on here. The Gillen. There we go. Anything nearby that would continue my myth meld since I'm about to lose some of it? Yeah, there we go. And again. Alright. Don't know where the other enemies are, I guess up there. And now the weapon. On children were and were woken. Alright, fun. Bunch of enemies. Get that sentinel going. Send you down here, Denkin. Anything you can do here to help? Honestly, Splinter Blast here would not be bad. There's a lot of enemies lined up. Fortunately, Dak cannot reach anybody. I was really hoping he could punch someone in the face, but that's just not how this worked out. Sometimes you just don't get the ability to punch people in the face. Fine, instead we'll just cone of fire. Just a casual plus 10 on the Vigor Flow damage. Well, where's the last few people? Because we're missing someone. There's one broken over there, and a slinger up there. Oop, I am down a lot of mismelds now, unfortunately. No, my damage. Anyway. Alright. The Gallon takes you out. Disable Stalwart. Run over here. No, 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 no. Run over here. And go for Thinel. Give you some walling. Get Dak up there as well. We can get him some more stuff too. And a fusion next turn if he's close with that stuff now. And we'll get another Guardian. Alright, nice. Take down. That went very well, I feel like. Selfish right. A great spear. I kind of like a lot of our setups. Does anybody here need a change in setup? Um, hmm. Nah, the clock stuff was pretty good, honestly. I guess I could change this out. Oh boy, Milk Mother. Well, if with any luck, we won't have to run into many more defense. Alright, those defenses have been built. Right, there are two fights here. We have a Draven and a Spitful. I'm gonna want a 5 on the Spitful almost assuredly, right? At least a 4. Let me... everybody's relationships with everybody so I know. Because it's good to send people who have rivalries and other things with each other, so... Fur and Patient should go together then. Six should go with Atheon. Okay. Paul's just good friends with her family. I like how it actually specifies family now, too. I don't think I've ever actually seen that. It's funny. Hey, alright. So we can go for Atheon with, yeah, that's basically the main setup we Atheon with Vixen. Too many names, too little time. Atheon, you go down here with Vixen. Who else goes with you guys? And Wallow with you guys. Did something happen? It paused on its own. Because this thing's about to be destroyed? Because, I don't care. Oh, I'll just fix it up, man. It'll be fine. Alright, warding. Warding is always nice. Dak can get some warding. Denton would get some warding. Let's get to Elfie. He's at 1 right now. You guys go down here and scout this place out. I I hit a button. I did not mean to hit. I actually don't think either team could do these things alone, to be honest. So, what's the better setup here? Oh boy, a 9 is going to be rough, but we've gotten rid of a lot of simple things, so we can handle it. Let's do this thing. Pixel control what you see. As the light is fading, everybody stay sharp. Pixel have had plenty of time here to weave their webs. Flush a strand and you'll see what you want to see. What they want you to see. You have faced a more dangerous foe, but neither have they, you know. What? I think the bonds that link the rebellion of the West are at least as strong as anything that Thistle can what? Weave? You see what they want you to see. You see what they want you to see. Jack? Vincent? The Gellin? Anybody? See what they want you to see. You see what they want you to see. And you hear it and smell it too, apparently. Traveled so far in so many ways, but I'll never forget that night. But I'm not there now. I'm in a physical illusion now. A logic puzzle. If I look carefully, I'll see what isn't real. The Gellin is the path that will lead me home. 98% chance of walking. Or just, this is not your chance, not your fate. Hmm. I've never seen it with a 98. I would like to do this just to see if I somehow lose this. The town isn't real. Those flames moving toward me are also not real. Disconcerting, but not real. If the Gellin is real, she's the most real thing there is. The Gellin, the Gellin, the Gellin. And now we're surrounded. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. The Gellin! He snapped out. Back with us. Thank goodness, you're all right, Minya. And just in time, the Strix Law here. I was right, we are surrounded. I knew it. It always gets better. Also, why does she have memories of us fighting against Gorgons? They're not even in this storyline. Alright, Forsaker's, two Thrust, a Drastic, the Nightmare, two Scurriers, a Bard, and Reaver. I can deal with it. A lot of enemies, but it's not too many enemies. How do I want to go about this? Can actually run over there and hit him. I don't think I'll be able to take him out in a hit, but I can do it. Let's get this thing. Let's do some hits then. Wonderful. Just wonderful. Um, the question now becomes, now what? To which the answer is, rug. Alright. Then can walk over here, and you can grab. I don't even think compulsion will help us here. This guy can't really move. What I want you to do instead is grab that cart there. See if you can't get a splinter blast that doesn't hit our allies. Wonderful, if you don't. Um, Not ideal. 7 damage. How much do I do with this? 7 damage? Okay. Walk up here and grab yourself Stalwart and get Sentinel off. Uh, can't take this guy out. And apparently Shock Trap, which is not quite as useful, but whatever. And then we'll go for a Silk Step. Alright. Well, if Elsie would be so kind as to finish this guy off for me, I would heavily appreciate that. Thank you. Let's open that door. Ah, good. That's where they were hiding. Pull out that sentinel. Alright. I'm going to pull out a bit of some interfusion here, just to get myself some more damage, and next turn we'll get hitten. Ooh, very nice. Go for the barrage. Why not? Good team play, because then I was able to get rid of the nightmares and do some damage to the Japheth. Ideally, I can get a flu shot here. Very nice, very nice. And we took out that guy. Excellent. I don't know how that movement did not count. Movement. But it didn't for some reason. Really should have. I should have hit him there, but whatever. What do I know? Alright. Can you do a flu shot from up here? Let's go, it's over there. No. I didn't think you would be able to get a flu shot off here. It's kinda unfortunate, but I figured. You still get a good hit off, though. Then again, I should have used Compulsion to try to set up a flu shot. Huh. I didn't even think about the fact that I can do that. Thing to think about. Jack, I want you to head over here. So you can grab this. Go over here and just get this signal going. Don't know why I can't compulsion the guy from there, but I guess he's just not in my range, or maybe he has to be line of sight too. That could be it. Alright. Should be good for now. Alright, Elsie. Come on, Elsie, get in here. Yeah, figured you'd go. I hate poison. Time to punch you in the face. Open door. Signal. So how much poison do we have left? One more turn. We can't go into Gray Plane poison because it does count as taking damage. So if you go into Gray Plane and then you take damage, you come out of Gray Plane, and if you take damage from poison, that counts. So dumb, but it does. Nice, shadowed. Okay, what do we want to do with you? Alright, do that. And maybe grab this, because there's something in here. You know what? Let's have, we could put it, nah, it's better to save it. It does more damage if I save it. Oh, good, the other score is out there. Nice. I think there's something in there, maybe not. Right. Well, let's find out if there's anything in here. Oh yeah, there's definitely something in here. Nice steel fire without it having to... No, that's unfortunate. Um, okay. Dak runs over here with a cone of fire. Menu comes down here and pulls out the sentinel. The Galen can get a smooth shot off. Very nice. Can't get a compulsion off. Yay, I didn't look at that first, but whatever. I can always go for the constrictor instead and take out one of these guys. Very nice. It all works out. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Probably no level ups. I don't think anyone's close enough, but hey. Ghost Trap. So that just gives different stats. Oh, the potency. Um, I don't think any of us stuff uses potency though. So it just lowers potency and everything else goes up. I kinda like it actually. There goes Ellen. You were never really one to be in the wild open stuff anyway. Alright, Sunchant! Sunchant up people good. Walla is not bad. Ellen. Thinking of also people who have things. Oh, I think has something. I go to Elsie. You know, I'm really proud of us. All that training is starting to pay off. More importantly, the people of Lamp Tannery can rest easy now they're free from Sinan. Oh, Sinan, Sinan, my darling son, you've come back to me. Dak, do you know this? No, I've never... Don't be silly, I haven't grown that old in all the years you've been away. So, I take it you're not Sinan? No, who is this man? We don't know. He turned up here one day, weeping and wailing. We think his village must have been destroyed. Oh, six will have been in his head. Most. He couldn't tell us anything except his name, Vedgaren, and that he's waiting for his son, Sinan, to come home. We cared for him as well as we could and hoped his family would find him someday. Too bad you're not really his Sinan. Dak, even a hero isn't called upon to shoulder every burden he encounters. Elsie's right, a lie born of pity is still a lie. Might be nice to be someone's child. He hasn't actually had his... That's a good point. You know what, let's do it. Many days later. I'll take good care of you while I'm gone, and I'll come back to visit between missions. Promise? I promise, Father. Seems to me more than one heart has been healed in Lamp Tannery. +5 romantic and +4 healer. And now we have the Kinistan. Kinistan. I hate the Kinistan. Ugh. It's not as bad as some of them. Graphics is still boss, but still sucks. How we doing up here? They're almost done. Alright, everybody's made it up here, so we can do this attack. Who do I want to take in? Um, Lower level people might be a good idea. At this point, though, we're almost at the end. It might be better to just focus on the higher level people. Athean. I will bring Zigzin in. Athean, I can bring in bringing some of our lower level people isn't bad. Bringing Gurgva. Maybe Walla. Walla could be fun. Walla's good for this team setup. Let's go for it. What was the guy's name we're supposed to keep an eye out for? Gerald, I think? Gerald. From what I know of the forest folk, they normally spread themselves out over the landscape. Can't blame them. He's not exactly normal times, though. And his wife seemed concerned anyway. Of course she is. Old Gerald seems distracted. Starts spending more and more time out in the ruins watching the goats. So he says. I'd be concerned too. Is that the story? Sometimes he wouldn't even come home at night. The lady seemed at a loss. Sounded like they needed better communication, I said. How do you get people to tell you these things? Sit still for 5 minutes is all. People have all sorts of stuff twisted up inside them. Clouds grow like lichen over the sky. They pick their way through the building bones until a shout rings out from close by. Come on, come on! Up the hill, a man stands against a monument. His gaze darts between the sky. Come on! And the shadows of approaching drop. Get around him quickly. Let's sneak in while he's got their attention. Obviously, we gotta get around him. The billion of West rushes towards the monument. Sorry, I had to go check something real quick. Two stump, two dot, a girl lord, two girl lord actually, and +5 foes on the third turn. Good. But we had too few. Gerald Echo. Try to keep this guy alive, shall we? Alright, for what are your abilities? Right, you have the yeah, I remember now. Pardon the yawning. Alright. We got the stumps and the girl lords and all of that good stuff. My only problem with getting this thing is now I have to decide something. This mission makes me have to think, and I don't like doing that. No, I'm just kidding. I like thinking. I just don't like having to make choices. That's the more accurate statement, and it makes me have to do that. Alright. Go for that. Come on, Keishian. Nice. Come on, Keishian times 2. Double nice. Alright. Can I reach anybody? Not from standing here, but if I move forward, yes. I Zigzag, put you out here a little bit. And you, can't reach anybody, so we'll just go for this. Because all you have is Blood Rage. It's a good skill, but not necessarily for the setup we have on her.
Gale, get behind Asian, please. Uh, I'd like to get Elementalist, I think, on Fur, maybe. That might not be a bad one. Honestly, Ignite wouldn't be bad on him, too. If I can't take one of them out this turn, I actually want to rate my and save my attack. But I can at least stay in Great Plane, near the fire. Alright, let's see how we want to go about this. Say we stop by making a fire on that bottom go load, then we fire leash it up to this guy, and she just takes him out by herself. That works. That will work. Was not the intention, but that will work. Put you up here so that you have a better range, better angle on those guys. You stay down there. Is there anything I could grab a discus? Then the Vixen, you can go over here and get yourself a guardian up. You need some warden is what you need. Oh great, double the tailbirds with a Devon. Ugh. Haunt is honestly worse, to be fair, but still, the double tailboat is rough. Thankfully, it's not anything that I can't deal with myself. Best move here, run up, bite this guy, attack this guy, go back into Great Plane. Take you out, and for try to get rid of that storm smoke before he can do anything annoying. Hit Waller her turn back, nice. I can move because of Sneer, so I can't reach her now. Yeah. I'd have to move out of the range of my fire, which is not exactly my preference. It was a 60. Was a shot, honestly. Seriously? I mean, if you want to play that game, we can play that game, buddy. You're not gonna like how it ends. I could warn him. Oh, thanks for already that. I don't really need that, so we'll go for the fabric. Could come in handy in the future. Clouds begin to disperse, and Waller regards the man who is now rubbing his arms and staring at the ground. Gerald? Do I know you? Your wife's sense of regards. So what's the story? Watching the goats? Goats do like it here. They climb the ruins. But that's not. When the forest began to get more dangerous, I thought it might be time to finally use a storm well here. This? What is it? Surprised you haven't heard of it. This thing's been on the family land forever, and since it's Kyoran. We had stories that it could. This is going to sound crazy, but that it could give you power. And my family are abysmal storytellers, see, terrible imaginations. So I thought maybe they're not just stories. Maybe I could, protect the ghosts. And my wife, my Varelia, if I could get a hold of that power. Takes research, some old family recipes, the time, lots of time to get the Stormwell to give up its secret. I didn't want to tell Varelia. Rather, she came up with a story of her own. Better than the story of a Godor trying to wear a hat 2 sizes too big for him. It's a shame, though. I need maybe one more good storm. The clouds look promising today, and I thought I could finish the process before the monsters got here. No such luck. It was silly now that I've seen what fighting really is. I'm not cut out for it. Glad I never told Varelia. So now you're going to count my goats and go home? Yeah. Well, that's what you wanted. Possible. It won't go to waste. Sky's clearing now, but if you want to take me up on it, come back on. Ask for goats, but too. We'll teach you a job, give you a whole social hospitality. My kind of hospitality. Now the question becomes, who do we wish to give this power to? I have no idea. Um, we got some pretty good options on who to give it to. Let me think. Okay, I don't want to do it to Walla. She is out. In case she is out as well, because she's almost fully transformed. Eldred's doable, but I don't think I quite want to give her this one. Um, it's not impossible, but like I wouldn't use the ability. That's the only problem. Ace can only ever really use the Ignite because it's the most powerful thing she's got. So like, I don't need to use anything else. Um, Zigson? I don't think Zigson will do well with it. Oh, I guess Flow's not doing a whole lot. But I don't know. Not exactly ideal with my setup I want with him. I guess it's Gogva. I wasn't really sure if I should do Gogva or not. But that is what my gut seems to be indicating as the best option. So let's get some people, minus Gogva, working on this. Sure, then you can do it. Then we can get Gogva, not the secure site. How we doing down here? Working on it? Okay. Okay. Nice. What do we get? Done. It's a chance. Okay, I'm not against that. I could give it to Dax, so he's doing that, but I'd rather give him potency. Uh, 4? Maybe Dixon, Walla, Eldred. I'll give it to Walla. And then you guys, I want you to come over here and control this. Nope, nope, no. Cancel that. I want everyone minus Walla. Denkin. That's sitting over there. Walla, you do need something, so I guess you could just hang out for now. Oh wait, I need someone to repair this. Go do that. Geralt and Varelia welcomed Gogthor and stuffed him full of whistleberry pie and goat cheese while they waited for a storm to roll in. Rumble. Right, this is more like it. Varelia, get your boots. You stay. Rumble. Geralt tinkered with the top of the storm well. Careful. Wonderful. Good sign. Almost there. You call us when you're ready. Boom. So, what'd you give up? The whole hearing. You know, like your goats or your spouse, to name examples at random. Ah, plausible deniability. What? Nothing. There's a go-go out there in another time who maybe got it from goats and a wife. Maybe he was even happy. I'll never know his story. This one's mine. Gogbo's musings are sharply interrupted. Gerald! Oop. Been a long cloud of bloom, but it's quite pretty now, isn't it? Stone well filled with light, or water, or both, it swirls and spills over the sides. I should have asked this before, but am I going to have to fight something? Probably not. What happens now, then? That wasn't in the story. The ancient voices of the Tempest aren't telling you? Take a drink, transform the head, reach in, transform the arm, step in, transform the leg. Guess not. I think we just don't get the transformation. um, the thing with the arm, that's if we grab the arm, we do lose the book, and the book is cool. The thing is, it just doesn't actually work with Goku's setup. I should have given the book to someone else. Not that many people have a use for it. I just never use the infusion ability he has, so I'm feeling like maybe we should do the arm anyway. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Goku extends his arm into the cold water, and shock snaps up through his shoulder. Feeling fades to static, then swells to power. Think that would look good on me? Might have made milking goats harder. Now he has a lightning arm. So this gives you the storm arm gives you a lightning purchase for your up to two foes, dealing half damage per second. It stuns on stunt. Damage is 3 plus 1/2 of bonus damage and potency. And thankfully, he's getting extra potency. Of course, he's losing bonus damage, so it's kind of a 50-50 on that, but whatever. What about Storm Touch itself? Did that do anything? No, just that he's got the power of Storm. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Oh, hey, we stood defenses. Nice. Hey, go help Walla. I was gonna drink. Alright, got some more stuff. Ooh, speed point 7. Very, very nice. There have been plenty of times I wanted Dak to move a little bit faster, so I feel like I'm going to probably give it to him. Not chance! That's pretty good for Cation if I could ever get Rogue Plus, but I don't think we're going to be getting there anytime soon. Walla, Eldred. Sure, we'll give it to Walla. Okay. With the team kinda different now, let's see. Who do I want to send to do this assault? How many? I assume, okay, it's 8. We can deal with 8. Quick save, because I haven't done that myself in a while. And then... And then we will hit that assault button, and let's see who we want. So, I could send Gogfa in. I do think I should send in my higher ones, though. So I definitely will probably just send in a similar team to what we did last time. But maybe I do send in Gogva, and then I can send Eldred to help Walla. Alright, what do we got? Flickerings, that one's alright. Let's get some more wood for the fire. You're going out to be up longer? Hey, Atheon's already turning in. Well, it must be tiring, being Atheon. Maybe. Anyway, one company? Don't feel obliged. The fire and I have plenty to discuss. More wood. Oh, thanks. The fire wriggled through the fresh wood, happy as a mud dog. And Coconut 47 moves his legs because they are hurting. Alright, let me try that position. Go. Dixon's eyes grow tired. She begins to see things. Flickerings of crystal fire. Flickerings of scale. Hmm. I think crystal thought makes sense, actually, all things considered. Memories are forebodings, it's impossible to tell. Words and walls slip past and crinkle like pages, too fast to see. Inscrutable, but somehow familiar. Dixon watches the fire trying to capture its shape in her mind, but she can't. It's an infuriating pastime that she's toyed with for years. Like the patterns in those webs. If an everyday campfire could pull off a trick like that, maybe Fixel aren't as extraordinary as they want you to think. Dixon suddenly realizes she has no idea how much time has passed. Fixel on the brain tonight. And rightly so, turns out. Scuttling sounds blow in through the pines. Brr, Asian. Bleary eyes strain to see beyond the dying light. Yeah, I thought that would give it one of those things. That's why I wanted to do it, because the weaker they get, the stronger we'll be in the final fight. Alright. Ascoria, Drassix, a Nightmare, Toothrusk, Dreaver, a Kinested, and some most things bid I hit the button before I could see them all. Wonderful. So great. Dadgum man who hits buttons too fast. Alright. Oh, I could actually use Compulsion right about now. Alright. We'll fire leash it. Feel like I should have been able to fire leash it further, but whatever. Run over here. Give it a good old bite. Now, you don't know where the rest of the enemies are, which is only mildly annoying. And by only mildly, I mean extremely annoying. Okay. I'm gonna get over here. I want Vixen to be with you. Aiken can't take that guy out, so I'd rather wait. And we'll light a fire. Alright. Goody, where's the rest of them? Oh, Athian and Cation could deal with the Kinested. I don't know if we've ever seen a Kinested, so just in case we haven't, I'll explain really quickly that basically what it does. Man, I don't actually even know if we've ever seen Jurassic, but whatever. What it does is it uses it makes eggs, and then you have to get rid of the eggs before they hatch into Spusks. It can never actually hit you, ironically, as far as I know. It's just an annoyance that it can make a lot of enemies if left alone. Alright. Well, yeah, that's great. There's some guys down there. Folk can give an assist there. Gogvo can technically reach, right? Because he has jump jolt now. Yeah. Does that count? Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna count as blazing arrow, ain't it? Crit would have been nice, but eh. The fire did the trick. Oh boy, Bod. Oh boy, Shred Unleash. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh wait, nope. Went for the people that I wanted to. Never mind. Nothing to fear. Thought if I was gonna might go for 4, but it's not intelligent. I was giving it too much credit. So I could deal with that, or I could have Cation deal with that, and I could try to deal with the Scoria, but the Scoria is the only thing they can deal with, so it's Busk for me. Cation, head up there and try to take out that guy for me, please. Um, and we'll get you closer so you can try to take out that guy. Right. Get a double engage off for kicks. And then we can go for a attack. With jump jolt. I made an attempt. Let's see. Let's get Athena to move a little bit closer so that she can, yeah, so that she can do the Ember and Gate Knight on these guys. Boop. And next to him, get Guardian going. Alright, Athena, let's see. Wow, that is unfortunate. Patient. Drop down here. Let's see if you can't take this guy out. Nice. Alright then, let's get you back down here. Engage. And jump jolt because you have less warding. Now, I realized my mistake in hindsight, but that's whatever. I... Hmm. So do I have to be close, or does the fire have to be close, or both? Alright, kind of both, it looks like. That's fine, let's just grab this fire over here then. It does count it as a jump jolt still. I wondered about that. Nice. I got you. Ignite down here. And fire leash it. Only wards one. Ooh, 2 whole damage. Kinda nuts, actually. I'm impressed you did that much damage. Jeez. Um... Alright, not bad. Decent amount of experience. Chemo and Tangula. Okay. Well, it's better than the staff he has. The last of the orange light sinks into its embers. The vixen remembers her earlier reveries and tucks them away. The next day, they scour Estes Scale. Trapped up, but empty. Maybe they all smelled us last night and came running. It was a long march yesterday. Anyway, a lot of work to be done. Extra health for the bard, because that's what we needed in life. Throwing knives. Throwing knives are fun. While I have it. Plot, sure. Wolf Scarf. Wolfheart Scarf, more specifically. 0.7 health. Okay. I'm gonna know who could use the health. 7, 8, 7.6. Look at Eldred, because she's gonna be up front. Alright, let's change this up. You 5, take out the infestation, and then the rest of you gather there. Dax wrestles and follows a promising poster. Okay, why not? Distant clouds of dust or rain drift in the late sky. Wind drags on Dax's clothes, and the windmill roars. Yes, nothing looks cooler than me in this moment. I wonder if I could explain it to a painter. With a last look at the fading day, he goes in, an especially vicious gust fights him all the way to the entrance. Phew! The door! Dak pulls the door closed. The millkeeper is a man named Maris. A stranger to them. He's provided shelter anyway, and now comes from his cellar with a jug of cool dandelion tea and cups. What a wind! And wouldn't you know it, no graining to grind. At least it's quieter. You should hear it when the big wheel's gnawing. Gnawing? That's a creepy word for it. Thank you for everything, Maris. I'm fine. I'm happy for the company. Stories Elsie here told are already worth whatever hospitality I've given. But are you two still set on staying just the night? Dak pulls out the poster he'd found pinned to a tavern door in Costel. Think you're a hero, dreaming of glory? Dream no more. I'm Moria Arrow, and we need you. Come to the land heroes forgot. Bring a new age of hope to the needy. Moria Arrow. I'm needed elsewhere. And in the morning, we continue the journey to the place the heroes forgot. In fact, Elsie can visit Zach return home. Wait for better weather. And let's do it. However, for fixing vehicles, we'll send the Gallon with us. Alright, gather there. Gather there. I need you two to be gathering there as well. Thank you very much. You kindly. Well, the story continues. Nice. Dak, this land's supposed to be dangerous, right? Moth traces lines on trunks where the sun's finger has trailed. A forest can change a lot just in a day's walk. I don't see how that's relevant to my comment. Elsie, there's something I've been meaning to say. Something bad? I don't plan on going back to the Pavilion of the West. Not for a long while, or maybe not ever. Oh. Well, and my story will always be wrapped up in them. Everyone, in the journey, the strange things we've seen, the battles we've been through. But it's hard. I've stayed doing the same thing so long now, the same way, calling the same place home, and a noise interrupts him. It comes from just ahead, a barking voice, a woman's voice. They approach a cluster of trees and find beyond it a clearing, a road, and a collection of interesting people. You know how often we get that excuse? You think we should keep your home safe and do it for nothing, is that what you're saying? No, please. Isn't that the... With a confirming glance at the poster Dak found and followed, Elsie passes it forward. Let me be clear. How is Dak holding that, by the way? If you don't have the money, that's fine. It is? Sure, we're heroes after all, just fair one to you. We can't be everywhere at once. Heard there's goblins prowl these hills. And they've been awfully bunny lately, haven't they, Joy? Right you are, Lady Moria. Bunny goblins. Here, this is all I've got left. My kids are gone. The old woman offers the sack she can carry. What's that? A bag? Bag of rice? Yeesh. You tricky old crone? Fine, keep it, but next time it's double, right? And it's coin. Of meat will be fine. The old woman heads the bag of rice, then heads down the road slow and sad. Need me to follow? Ugh, I don't know. What does they even do all day that they can't afford a little fee? Suppose we could pay her a visit, see if she was lying. Road looks fair. Guy's iffy. Now, closer now. Did you notice you're, on fire? Never... I've never seen the, conversation go like that. Like that. The fire guy. That's great. Came a long way looking for Moria Arrow. I saw we want to be heroes? Oh, did you see my poster? What a pose, right? Yeah, didn't I tell you the poster would get a couple? You're going to make me put up more of them, aren't you? Hey, Dak, she thinks we're a couple. What do we say? I didn't mean it that way. Well, you look like you've got some danger in you. Come back to the castle. We can talk. Need, heroes killed, though. Can you handle goblins? This is the story of a young handsome man who eludes capture by hiding in the Goblin Queen's gold-strewn bed. Don't continue it, though. If you're sure. Dude's full of stories. The already unpleasant day sours and fades. The road withers, but they are able to follow its ghost to a swampy compound among toppled stone. They don't look new as they're not. They arrive as dark set. Belonged to a merchant family once. Vagrants were living here. Louse scalps. We made it ours. You're not from the area? That's lucky for you. I'm Jonah. Elsie. What do you think? Nice? Your castle? I sort of imagine it was once, with flagged and turrets and proud walled. It's a work in progress. The little operation you're looking at, it didn't all happen in a day, of course. A stairwell goes underground. Fog noise follows them down the damn steps. Took me a while to scrape enough brave souls together. What Mammy used to say. She said, tell me the name of a brave soul and I'll ask what height to make the coffin. Mammy was a carpenter, is the explanation. They reached the foot of the stairs, a room thick with odors, stale food, dewy rock mold, brittle leather. But anyway, here's where we get down to business. Bedroll, skins, barrel stacks, beetroot liquor, and boiled beans. Moria lights candles and douses her torch as she goes. Don't forget banditry. Saw how you shook down that old woman today. I know, but you know that, I guess. Dak? Oh, it's just you're gonna lecture me, aren't you? Not just the one old woman, is it? It's all the people living here and around here. You're paying them money, food? That's our work. We collect a fee. In exchange, we protect them from whatever. You think they deserve different? You think they'd do the same to me if they could? Back there, the others here, behind you, pay attention. I could show you how a hero treats the innocent. More inclined to show you how we treat the guilty. That's enough of your mouths. What were you expecting? People to a nice elf with noble bodies? That's nice for stories. Look around you. We live in a cellar of ruined something. Maybe there used to be heroes here, but now it's just spiders. We're survivors. We do what we have to. Take, take when we have to. Speaking of, you got some valuable pieces yourself. Draw weapons and fight. That guy's been 1% chance with his charisma to convince him to stop, but we can at least try. And if it doesn't work, I mean, I guess we end up in a fight. Oh, we're dead. That would be really bad, but hey. You tell a good lie, and you reach the reward, but every dream ends. This sword's not imaginary. I fight because I see all that I could lose, and I count it more valuable than my life. If you all draw weapons against us, you're saying the same. Are you ready for that? Silence is all that follows, stubborn, still, and dangerous. You're not dealing with children here, little grass charmer. Our weapons are bloodied, and there's more of us than there are of you. But thankfully your hero weapon, it was adorable, but we're not really interested. Well, I am. I'm Ez. Look, I don't know about the rest of you, but this guy's right. What are we doing? We're only people. We've lost sight of everything, right? I wanted to be Could be brother Jonok. Oh, please, let him talk. You wanted to be what, Amez? A hero? Well, yeah, of course. That's what everyone wanted once, right? Isn't it? Come on, Jonok. We always played as knights, never bandits fully. Get out of here, Amez. No, why don't you stay? Joy, show Amez what happens to heroes. Joy obeys without warning or word of any kind, unslings his spear and skewers the young man. No! Just threw away your chance of survival. There's your snarl. I knew you were just a rabid dog in the end, barking the same language as me. I'm not actually seeing it go the downwards way. Interesting. Oh, guy. Jeez. The Marsh Castle gang. It's just the two of them now. Nice dodge. Glad you can't say the same thing about Joy. Alright, let me see. What do I want? Nothing that I can interfuse with that would be super useful, so instead... Let's see how you fight what you can't see. Ow, my body! By revealing it. That's a good way of doing it. I also find that a good way of dealing with fighting takes everything you got. Oh man, we are so close to a level up on Dak. He's gonna get something from this anyway. I just would have liked to level up as well. He's kind of underleveled. Alright, as for speed... Athenian, do you get any speed off of this? No. You're actually kind of decent anyway. Gogva? Gogva would be good. A long week later, on a windless afternoon. Almost coming. Nah, no cart. Maris, the millkeeper, squints as distant shadows revolve into shapes with remembered faces. Oh, them! They'd love it if I broke out the beer, I expect. And why wouldn't I? As millkeeper's fire, Dak and Elsie drink a little. Good having the sky off them, good smelling dry building stones and bread grain. What's winkling you? Said you were leaving the company for good. Guess that's still got me thinking. I was talking about starting fresh, wasn't I? Some other place? Decided against it, though? I was going somewhere, I thought, but really, I just wanted to go anywhere. Anywhere new. It's your old thing, I know. They call it roaming want, travel longing, or also... Got potatoes and market sausage frying up. Thanks. That'll be nice. You know, reminds me of the people I grew up with, pushing hard on whoever would push back. Why do you think I ended up out here? There's those sorts all over. All you've told me, and all I can define about you. You'll always be needed elsewhere. Good folk are needed everywhere. Yes, and answer that call if you can, when you can. Just don't underestimate the value of having a place to come home to. The food in the pan complains. Maris scoots back to his kitchen. Oh, the... was a good thing, you know. And I'm glad with how we managed it, for all their fault, taking the lives of those two bandits will weigh on me. Glad. Yeah, others will be alright? The young objector was run through. He fell back, a crimson smear painting the wall, but he fell into familiar arms. His brother, Dronach, abandoned all else, ran to staunch the wound. Afterwards, the two were left with a pair of local healers and the bloody inheritance of the bandits' takings. That brave boy will recover. It was a near thing if they... I hope they seek safer careers, but my only fear is that the commoners won't be ready to forgive them. Dak unrolled the poster that had that pulled him across the world. Though creased and stained, old ink still gleamed in the firelight. Not everyone's meant to be heroes, I suppose. He wads the paper into a ball and flicks it into the flames. Unnecessary, but, whatever. Dak Dramlings is now a bonfire. Ooh, do you have Living Horse again? Nice. That's what I've been wanting. Please and thank you. Alright, now you guys need to head over here. It's not quite the final battle because this is silver instead of gold, but it'll be nice to have everybody in one place. Oh, we have damage and armor. I'll get rid of the damage. I think I can live with the armor actually. Fur finds the surfaces required. I don't think I'll be using fur in the battle, so yeah, we can do this. But before we do that, I think this is a good time for a BRB, actually. I need to take a quick break and grab myself a snack. I'd like to do my stretches and stuff, so let me see if I can't switch over to the BRB scene. There we go. Look like everything is walking still, which is very nice. So I'll be right back, guys. When I return, we'll be finishing up Chapter 5 and just doing this opportunity. Yeah. So I'll see you guys in a in a few minutes. Yeah, so I'll be right back.
Oh, buddy, I'm back. Sorry about the longer break. That took longer than I meant it to. I wasn't feeling very well, so I had to eat my snack before I did my exercises because I was feeling kind of lightheaded. So I did that, and that took a little bit of extra time. But it's okay because I've had my snack and I've done my exercises and I'm tired. But that's okay. And now, let's put you guys back over to this scene, and let's get back into it. But glad you came with me on this, Zigzin. I'm what they call a firebrand, a rampant stallion, a lion with lightning in his eyes. Here's something to try. Let's walk in silence for a while. Just for a little while. How about that? Cool. So I did that. Now what should we do? I seriously forgot where we're going. You expect me to laugh right now for? My cousin's in danger. She's been kidnapped by someone you claim to know, and so... Right. I recall it now. Alright. I know you're only trying to make things better. I'm sorry. Well, but there's one thing well... What? You said I claim to know the kidnapper? I was kidding, of course. That would be such a crazy coincidence. And so our journey to save Rivbeth began in good old style. And actually, can't we say this all happened later, another time, and possibly never? Sure. Um, I guess you can go alone. Why not? Alright. Let's finish up this real quick and then we can do this mission. Standing above Felfar altar, Thor and Zigfin attempt to hatch a plan. No matter what we do, we're gonna end up fighting someone, aren't we? I'd like to say that's not true, but I don't see a way around it. One way to go would be to flood this entire valley, digging channels all the way back to the river over the course of the next few weeks. We're not doing that, okay? So you have an excellent alternative, I imagine. I have a... Give me a minute. You know, when I'm trying to avoid danger with my own self, like when I've been flirting with whoever people don't want me to flirt with, what I do is I create a distraction, crack a joke, or start a different argument, offer a drink, or a diversion. But what do you have in mind? Don't say anything. We start a fire on top of the hill, but the fire is a joke, and then we get 'em. We fight naked. They'll be too embarrassed to hit us. That, You do like fire, though. I suppose it could work. Is that safe? Possibly we just end up cooked and overwhelmed? What part about starting fires and ambushing deepest sounds dangerous to you? All of it. Let's get blazing, my friend. Your niece is as good as saved. Oh, well, what about my cousin? Because Rivbeth's my cousin. Temporary accuracy. Chosen a Soothslingers and a the fungus. I should have sent out another post. After all, this is going to be a rough fight, actually. These guys aren't exactly my tanks. Hmm. Tanks isn't the right word, it's my heavy hitters is what I was looking for. Although they ain't exactly my tanks either, to be fair. Alright. Well, let's get cracking then. Light a fire. Anyway.
Hmm. Make it good. Come at me. Oh, the fungus is defensive. Oh gosh. Right. Well. Go for a good splinter blast at least. No, that blast at all. You're gonna do both? Ugh. My damage. My damage. Ow, my HP is what I meant, but whatever. My damage. I have taken it. Right. Well. Get some walling going. This is fine. This is completely ideal. 100% totally what we want to have happen. Or it will be if she can actually take him out. Thank goodness. 3 damage is kind of rough, but hey, whatever. Mm-hmm. He gets blood rage, so she getting damage is technically better. And focusing damage, he took most of the hits. Alright, so to get engaged, paladin or long reach. Paladin's what I need on Dominion, not on you. What do I want? Probably just get long reach. Shield, don't need. That gets salvaged to an ingot. Good pass. She's right here. You okay? You think you've been kidnapped by demons? Yes, I don't understand. Oh, it doesn't matter why. Safe. You know I would have gotten an earful if you were dead. They couldn't. Did my sister send for you? That's right. She wrote that you've been taken, and we feared the worst, didn't we, For? Not really. But listen, this is all very boring, so should we go? This place stinks of mushrooms and mold and buck dwellers. Thank you too. Your name is Fur? You're so brave. Zigfin is lucky to have a friend so able, someone she can turn to in times of serious trouble. After a short trip to Rivbeth's hometown, where they feasted and danced, swept around the floor with countrymen and maidens and a passionate war, Fur and Zigfin set out for home once more. It turns out I'm not such a worthless guy to have around, nor am I feeling silly. Actually, I can be silly at times. You? I wouldn't have said so. Hmm. Yeah, sure. Inspiration, Bard, Earthscribe. Earthscribe's pretty good. Not exactly what I'm looking for. I think what we'll grab here is Bard. Alright. Let's do this. Assault on the tower time. This is not the final fight, but it's close to it. But I'd like to bring in a lot of my strong characters. Let's see. I don't want the Gellin, Walla. Be Gogbo to have another. Yeah, Gogbo.
do this. Hillpainers of the woods point Haitian and the company up towards the high grove, where local treasures tucked away among pines and great roving bears. Not the tower from the book, nor any kind of Chiron sight, but it is a library. The fact it's so isolated is kind of encouraging, right? That's where heroes find stuff usually. The eccentric lawkeeper, Dane Umber, has purportedly collected books and scrolls for all his Johnny-blessed life. The company's been hoping Umber's collection might lead them to the tower they seek, however, it looks like, yeah. They remain milling in and out, awaiting our arrival, it would seem. Then they forfeit their lives. Does Exit know our plan? Anything is possible, but lest we lose all hope, better we do not overcredit her. Likely she makes some effort to read the movements of things we come into contact with, and positions her pieces accordingly. Like trailing a ghost fox. Is it? You can only hope to see them when it rains. You watch where the water will hit, see by displacement. For an example, think of trying to track the obsidian owl across the night with no moon. You would watch the stars blacken. You would watch the stars to blacken and rekindle. So I believe it must be for her, hoping to spot us under our shroud. The more we drag the rug, bump the furniture, the more visible we become. The price this poor lawkeeper paid gives me a sick feeling. I shall patch our wards. Be safe. All for a chance at a scrap of a clue. Okay, look, we do what we can, okay? Alright. Let's see. They have a Nightmare, 2 Scruff, 2 Seeker, 2 Kinesteads, 2 more Seekers, a Jurassic, 2 Bards, 2 Scurriers, a Weaver, another Nightmare, and another Dragon. And it's kill all the enemies, right? Yeah. Well, this ought to be fun. Alright, Asian, can you reach anybody? Yeah, nice. Jurassic is the most dangerous one here. That will start there. Again, I think I should have brought in, the Gellin, honestly. Asian. 7 to 9 damage. I don't think she'll be able to take out the traffic. Well, she would if I moved the fire, though. If I moved the fire, I could also take out the Cleaver, and that'd be pretty good for us. Could also use it to damage the Kinestead and just do damage to the Dweaver. Either one's not bad. But I think taking out the enemy's better. Ba-da-bow. Hi, how's it going? I need to bite your face. And now I need to disappear. Bye! Menu gets to run up here. We'll switch into Stalwart Sentinel mode. Dak can run up here and grab himself some stuff to interfuse with. Fortunately, I don't think there's anything out here that gives him the buff he can get, but that's fine. He might be able to get it inside. Because it's probably books and stuff. Gogva. Can't quite reach for a jump jolt. Could taunt. Taunt him. I guess not really taunting is engaging, but let's engage with some of these guys.
No, not Dak. Well, at least, I got a stunt off. Ooh, second stunt. Very nice. And spawning quickly. That somehow caused an alarm. I won't even ask. I will, however, wonder how that worked. Alright, well, hope nothing too expensive is in there. Because I'm burning it. I'm burning the place down. And one shot you if I get lucky. Then I can grab Wolf Claw and try to one shot you as well. Very nice, got rid of that nightmare. Now we have these guys to worry about, which is not really ideal. Dak is immovable, so it would be better if I could remove stasis on him. I could jump jolt over these guys. In hindsight, I should have engaged. Whatever, it's too late now. Time to run over here and get ourselves a cone of fire off. I was hoping I could hit both, but I can at least get rid of it instead. Seeing as how there's now nothing left alive up here. Then you open this door and see what's inside. Oh, good, moving. Sentinel time. Gogva! Uh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So I get living hearth if I'm standing inside of a fire. That's what it is. Kinda makes sense. And very useful. Well, boop. Wow, okay. I mean, it's annoying, but that was going to happen either way, dude. So, like, you know. Hmm. Alright, Patient, let's get you over here. Try to go for a wolf claw. Then you can stell asleep. Get Sentinel up. Ooh, I can get a hit off. No! I didn't want him to move again. I was trying to drag. Trying to drag my view, but whatever, that's not great. Whatever, we can live with it. Not Dream Trap on. Okay, that might be like one of the other boss people to do that on. Um. Okay. Not ideal. On fire. Um. Patient should get in there before the fire spreads too much.
You can at least start taking out the chrysalists. I gotta deal with these guys. Thanks for nothing, Gogbo. No, I'm just kidding. I know you can't really control the fact that they got you, although you could have, like, blocked it. Oh, wonderful. Oh, come on, man. Alright? That gets to run in here. Anything good to interfuse with? I got the fireplace walk. And we'll remove stasis. So I have Tamiya back. How many times does Gogbo have? He'll be back in a second. There's really not a point in getting him back myself then. Hey everybody, how's it going? Nightmare's more dangerous, I feel like. Although, Stroke actually might be the most dangerous one here, admittedly. But whatever. Made my choice now. Fight? Pourquoi? Fell asleep? No. Hmm. Oh, dadgummit. Oh good, more of them. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, I was right. That one's definitely gonna be the worst. I should have gone for him first. Oh well. Keep on interfusing. The more interfusions you got, the stronger you get. Then we punch him in the face. Okay, that's a bit of a downside. Um, hit the Scoria first. Hey Gogva, if you aren't busy, coming down here wouldn't helping would be appreciated. I mean, I've got this handled, but who knows what else might bring you down here. We can at least give it one of these. The other one. Less enemies we have to fight, the better. Get the sentinel going. Gogva can come down here and wall. Hmm. Dadgummit. Oh boy, that one hatched. Okay. My cone of fire. A little bit of damage. There we go. Then there was the bard. I can zealous leap over. My regular attack is 10, so I won't be able to take him out in a hit, so Sentinel's the better option. See if we can't find anybody else around here, or if these guys are the last ones. I think it might be the last ones. Wasn't too bad if that ends up being the case. a living host, but I can't reach him, unfortunately. Cation. Go with a hit. Nice. That wasn't too bad, actually. Hey, level up for Dak. Spell Calling, Spell Calling. So many people wearing Spell Calling. These guys, I like what they have, so we'll just establish this with Spell Spread. What do we got? Ooh, Vigor Flow upgrade. Physical damage buff per infused object becomes +3. Yep, there we go. And infused objects gain +1 speed as well, so they give you become fast. I really like that. We're clean in here. I'll do one more sweep as far as that creek we saw, and then to the mountain's base. Wrapped bones of the lawkeeper are pulled down and gently interred. Then, finding the shelves and rows manageable, they settle for a hurried search. Their earlier hopes for insight are not entirely dead. Pulled a bunch that look like they have to do with times of antiquity, and one of them's called Legends of Old Kior. Good, that's promising. I'm just going to... Where's the Mothman gone to? Stairs take him to a shadowy cellar. Make light if you like. I promise not to hurl myself into it. What are you doing down here? Others are going through the library. And now I am perusing the volumes no one else can. Namely, those contained beneath this flashy hat. You mean you're thinking in the dark? But less charmingly. Yes. Have you already found something, or did you compose a funny song you would like me to listen to? Only then does Dak realize what's been gnawing at him. It's been more than 6 springs he's wanted a chance to ask. Maybe you'll lie, and I'm actually fine if you do. Can't let it go without asking, I guess. You once told me you were responsible. What an accident of fate, Miss Lowell. Perhaps one day I will explain in full. But the troubles we're in, and Eluna seemed to blame you. And you wish to know why. You wish to hear about the beginning. Not going to matter one way or the other, probably, but I'd prefer to understand. Here's time for the quick version. You will have to fathom a far younger yondering. How long ago do you mean? How old are you? Old enough that your great-grandparents never heard of my family. And they would have had they been born by era. My father got called a king by the overfond. Really, he was the leader of militia. He began that way, raising defenses against the crawlers in the wild. Fixable? No, back then, our famous foes were hillbeasts. Ultra mandatory into monstrous forms. People swore they were leashed to such a more reclusive masters, and so, I don't know, it was. On the twined might of my father's blade, his bland, gruff goodness, my family rose to wealth and prominence. You were a prince in a paladin's castle. Yes, such things were possible then. I was born a bit of bounty of books, was taught to sew, given beautiful, brilliant examples to follow. My parents both wished peace for me. Such legends rode the roads, walkers of myth who painted the hills and protected the meek. They moved in number and skill, yet far unmatched. I was a boy, resembling more my mother, yet I wished so desperately to be like my father's heroes. At bay, using... At bay was a popular attack phase in those days, truly a golden age. When things time. Oh, not long after I went wandering. I embarked in secret, knowing my parents would try to dissuade me, and knowing I would likely sway with even a thumb's push of well-argued wisdom. I was unbrave, cowardly, that's all. Pardon me, is this your story? It isn't. In any case, what I wanted was to be Gilbert. Wow, he was a dazzling country knight, dauntless, irresistible, strong. I admired him from afar. I possessed no useful talents, all I had was desire, as all a young man knows. It happened that I discovered a ruined room, very deep in the rose girdle, filled with strange weavings and cosmos threads and patterns I found anything impossible. And that is how I found my very first glimpse of thing. Go to the other side. You just went through? I fell through. Unwittingly, I bore what you now call the missed gift, and I believe it obeyed my curiosity, across the speed right to fate. Sounds like you were caught, same way as Eluna was. Eluna was abducted, the central purpose of passage. I was merely unlucky. I got tangled in nets not strong for me. Remember Tafra, the faithful one. That's why I wound up. Lost in seeking the night sky, my eyes found a moon to lead wherever I would follow. Dayless years, it seemed, I spent rolling and meandering. It is hard to know, but it could not have been so long. At some point, I began to think of myself as a moth, alone and fumbling for the light. Terror is not a dream, it acts upon reality. It makes manifest what you imagine. For the unwary, this happens by accident. When I was there, Luna was walking home with me. Is that right? Indeed, you might have resisted had I been less secretive from the start. This gift of mine, I can blame it for bringing me to the other side, but once there, it saved me from faring far worse, and then my ability to begin to blossom. It's just like luck, blood. I guess I always knew I was from ordinary people. It is the essential skeleton of nature. The diffusion is a word you use. You have that proclivity. You may recognize your way, packing away the permanent of yourselves, even and especially while carrying form energy among your surroundings. This is what makes you and I passable warp markers. Passable? Merely passable. There's a limit to how definitely and for what duration our minds may preserve any image, even the image of ourselves. I know I did shift over time, and so it was that by the time I realized I'd returned to my own land, I was quite transformed. They say you should never meet your heroes. Oh, I disagree. This seem so productive as disappointment. Regardless, of some memories are moving from mist, diffuse and shapeless. They may as well be glowing gas. I will spare you the details of the encounter events that come after. Some maudlin, some are mirthful, but most are moth-eaten and dull beyond mapping. The terror is dead, and I am still here. Such is more or less my story. Alright, but why does this all make you responsible? The Switzel took notice of me when you crossed the limousine. When I started toying with them, picking their sandcastles and calling it in to disrupt their opulence, I had grown bored, you see. Bored beyond a beehive. I thought it was funny. I believe it is what drove them to duplicate my accent and another. I did not anticipate that, but I do not think I cared enough to anticipate anything, not for a long time. That's it then, because you thought it was funny? That's why so many people died? Jack, you down there? Jack? You'll have to give me a while. You should tell the others too. I won't make you, but yeah, probably else. The voice carries, is that what you were wondering? It seems found it. The passage here has a tower of locks. Didn't have a title, but it was next to the big book of legends. Come listen to this. It comes to the account we read in Arcadia, but stated with an afterword. There, sealed fast, legend claims they imprisoned the great beast, perhaps the very tyrant who once scattered the pillars of Concord, and toppled the moonsilver might of old Kior. And so the last two Kieran sorcerers would have descended the mountains, and the salt and mist could not have been told from desperate tastes of their lips, for mixed surely were their kisses and tears, the pink light aged purple, and they passed from mist pages entirely. Pink light, salt and mist, under these mountains. I think we must call those clue enough. What's up, Fiona? I get another apprehension of my wings. The hunting cat makes show of her leisurely leaps, and so interested as sleep out more sudden. Such a serious thing as a cat, the proud mouth, that's scared. Twice as scared as ever the more terrifying meal. They're away by nightfall. Yes, adjusting my position. Okay. Okay, so it's just the one play. That I can live with. Some of you, let me see. Wasn't the team I just used down because that's a pretty good team? Maybe I'll take out Gogva though. Gogva didn't do a whole lot, partially because he got, in a bad position, but he didn't do much. I think instead we'll send Elfie. No, not Eldrin. Change that. But the Athean. And the rest of you get to walk the tower. Well, we're going to have an incursion. Go there and try to get some defenses up, I guess. Okay, who is it I need to send? These two. Your site complete. Like that the Gellin said the same thing as her husband. Kind of funny. And we have accuracy up. I'll give it to Asian. She's missed a few times. If I'm lucky, yeah, there we go. I might be able to do this before we have to worry about anything else. I think we've done everything else. I think it's just this one. I want to make sure the place is safe before I do this. Still not the final mission, because it's not, saying it's the final mission.
Let me see. Just in case things go bad, though, prepare defenses up here. Sleeping in the shadow of the old Kyoan Tower is a weird comfort. Give me one quick second to check on. Yeah, everything's looking good. Okay, sweet. Hey, you know what? Reminds me of our first camp together, chasing Graben in that stupid book. Funny that Graben's not here anymore. I wish he was. I would have brought him in for sure. Know what you mean. Crazy where the seasons take you, what the world makes you learn. Been a little better at foraging, I guess, but it's easier when you can ask the trees for help. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and here we are with this book again. I swear I remember translating these pages, but I had no clue they'd ever be significant. Well, read it out loud one more time. Keep it fresh. Silver ink gleams on red pages in the firelight. Blasted in the founding stone, the runic script of our entwined souls, smoky words that would elude even the most dream-fluent and wishing-wise, and any who did not share my blood or my wife's. So the seal was made sure. Thereafter a tower did we raise, our tower of locks. From within no being could go without, and from without no being within, save when by our will the door were unbarred. In the morning they gather at the tower's foot. If everyone's ready, I'm good to go. Ugh. I can't lift it. Too heavy? Just a budge. We'll need it to budge. It fell again. It works too well. Honestly, this was a pretty obvious flaw in our plan. Just hoped you could ask. What? Ask, you said? Mom used to tell us you'll never receive the answer you want if you never ask a question. Ask who? Hastings gazed into the mist. Parents, ancient ones, you who made this place, we humbly wish you to hear us. Why would they answer? You were sorcerers, right? Your spirits might linger here. Listen to me, if you can at all. We understand your will was to keep this door closed forever, and we respect that, I think. The thing is, we need to get in. See, we've got our own monsters to deal with, actually they were your monsters first. Maybe we're not your descendants, but we are your inheritors of your suffering. So please, lend us the magic you married to these rocks. Your legacy isn't down to its last bloom, not yet. So please, please. Athenians throws away weight into lifting the bar from its brackets. But it gradually flies up, yeah. Hop. It was so light. Not to me, it wasn't. I didn't get the chance to try it. I wonder if... So then they must have hurt me? Is that really it? Think the whole place is going to be haunted? If there's something in there, we don't give it time to wake up. Softly now, little birds. I shall paint your wings of shadows, but have care. They'll stroke them or hasten insight. He's never exactly been the best stealth, to be honest with you, so let's just go in guns blazing. So, let me see. I want to check on... I want to check on, Twitch. Oh, we're unstable again. Wonderful. It doesn't want to load it for some reason. It didn't want to load it before either, but, like, it's weird that it still doesn't want to load it. Give me a second. Check it out, guys. Hmm. Nothing but network error. I hope you guys are getting this, and it's not... I think it might actually be just not working. At least this is recording, if it is that case. But I don't understand why it would be having issues. I have the internet. Can I get anything else up? Yeah, that came up just fine. I mean, a little slower than I would have liked, but just fine otherwise. That came up. I don't know why I am worried about the internet not being on when I can check Discord and it's like, yeah, you got it, dude, because Discord wouldn't be up if I didn't have it. It's just weird that the stream isn't showing up. I really hope this is not the case for you guys, and it's just my thing acting weird. but let me see. Okay. I loaded it up in a different. Okay, I sound really bad. I got it up on another thing, but it's very behind and I don't sound good. I've probably been like that the whole stream and I apologize. Give me a second. Press the wrong button, don't mind that. I don't get it. It works fine before. Alright, how's this? That any better, I wonder? No better for... Okay, the Firefox just doesn't want to get it up right now. That's great of it, thank you, Firefox. No, that's not what I wanted. Sorry guys, technical difficulties. Let me go to, the BRB thing. I'm sorry about my voice being so glitchy. I'm sorry about everything being so glitchy. I don't know why it was like that. Should've checked sooner. That's on me. It is. It's working, but it's very far behind, and I can't. I have no way of knowing if I'm doing better now or not. Um, huh. Looks like I am, kind of. Okay, let's. I don't know what to do. I feel kind of bad. The whole screen's been messed up now. Well, it's fine. New computer, new. Oh, it's laggy again. Okay, it's whenever I go to the game. Interesting. Yeah, that's not. I don't know. I'll see if this works better. We'll try this out. I'm sorry about this, guys. Stream is kinda just glitching out right now. I can't really appropriately tell. I don't want to continue on with if it's messing up so badly, though. I was already. I don't know, man. I hate that this whole thing is so laggy. That's what I really don't like about it. Like, it's hard to listen to. It can be really rough. Um, oh god. Okay, now it's not working over here either. That's great. I don't know why it's not working for me. Picture isn't catching up over here, but the audio is better. I don't know what's going on with it, and I don't know if this what I've done here has changed, fixed it, or worsened it. Give me a second. Let me try this out. It doesn't look too bad now. I'm just gonna try to do the rest of the stream the way it was, and just pray that it works out, and I'll check out the VOD afterwards. We'll see how this worked out when I'm done. Um, I don't know what else to do, really. I haven't done anything different, so I don't know if it's just the computer or what, but we'll find out. Um, yeah, okay. Alright, let me get the game back up. Combat modifiers! We got extra stun chance, which is nice. Oh boy. There's just a lot of enemies. When there's this many, there's no point in beating it, I feel like. Dunavia, though, that's a new one. Methinks that's a boss guy. The faction from the fray, faction for the fray gives you like some, yeah, dodge chance if you're not walling. Okay, we can give you untouchable as well. Could give you untouchable as well. Get Dominia out there. Pull out a stalwart and a sentinel. Asian. I could have you deal with those guys. Yeah, may as well. Since Elsie was unable to, unfortunately. Sorry if my voice is scratchy or graggly or whatever it was for me. I'm sorry if the stream's just not super great. New computer, new problems, I guess. We'll have to figure this out as we go. Um, I'll check over the VOD and also the recording because it might be better. I don't know. I need to check a few things actually, but I'll get to that in a minute. And by a minute I mean whenever I finish this because this is stuff I have to work on afterward. Um, anything here? There's misspelled. Oh, good strangulation. Always a fan of that. Come on, get a little closer. You guys don't have to sound 20 alarms. They know by now. They just keep sounding more and more alarms, and I'm like, everybody knows by now, dude. You don't have to do any more alarms, really. Well, let me grab a few more mismelds. And an infusion of this thing with bigger flow. I'll bring my. Hey, can you set me on fire? No, that's truly, truly unfortunate. I'll be moving, Elsie anyway, so it's fine. Take out. Can't take anybody out, but I can hurt the speaker. So, pretty good. The graphics up there. I don't know how to deal with that thing fast. Um, 18 health. I could do 10 damage, and then I could possibly do enough damage to take him out. It's kind of risky. Probably not going to do enough damage to take him out. Try to take out the speaker instead, though. I am down for that. Alright. I guess I could go for that. I'm kinda not liking the odds, though, so I think we'll run into the back. Hide back here and get a hit off. 54% chance miss is not a surprise, really. The rest got taken care of because they walked by past. Oh boy, the Dunweavers over there. That'll be great. Weavers are down there beneath us. Very nice. That might not have been your smartest move, but I appreciate it. No, my Vigor Flow. What's this guy do? He has Dream, Infuse, Exhale, Etherburn. And he gets +2 on everything for each infusion he's got. Okay. Not the only one that gets stuff out of being infused with things. I'm faster now because of this. And not just faster, I'm stronger too. Hiya! 22 damage. 22. Ah, the power of Vigor Flow, my favorite. Vigor Flow Soul Splitting is one of my all-time favorite setups for Mystic. And it's one of my most powerful Mystic setups. Oh, come on, that was a 90. That was a 90% chance, dude. 90%, man. 90. Alright. At least we got rid of the draft. Come on, please hit. Thank you. That is what I wanted. Excuse me, guys. I need to take y'all out. Boom. And I get water. Nice. Oh, there's a canister down here. It might be making things. Let's find out. Not yet. I'm gonna send. Should I send Dominion down there to deal with that? Might not be a bad plan. They'll sleep off. I couldn't reach through. I was hoping I might be able to reach through. Well, the guy will bow, at least. Wow, somehow his moving away did not count either. Okay. Hi, how's it going, Mr. Dreaver? You're supposed to not be around anymore. How poisoned did Dak get? Uh, he has one more shot of poison. Alright, that's fine. You're not going to be you're not the only person that can gain stuff from being infused. Two can play at that game. My word, that damage output though. Okay, hold up. Right, you're gonna deal with that. I guess I'm just gonna have to hope he hits. Nice. Boop. Withdraw from that, and then move. Elsie? Yeah, I was gonna say it's going to be warding, right? Maybe you could go here, and can you get a hit off? You can get a hit off, but you're not gonna do any damage. Alright. Well, at least I can take out these things. Then Taminia. Go for the Sentinel. Oh, dadgummit. Well, that's not great. Oh boy, a Sika. Alright. So I won't be hitting quite as hard now. Or anywhere near as hard. But I still hit harder than you would expect. If I hit. Alright. What do I want to do about this? Well, I bite this one. I take out that one. And I could do some damage. Can't reach him. I'm in a corner. Guess I can try. I don't know if 18 will do enough damage. Well, she does. Nice. Alright. I think Ace can deal with that alone. Oh, two of them. Still rough, but still rough. Kind of rough, but she can still deal with it. In the meantime, check out the guy they were having issues with. 15 damage, my goodness. Alright, deal with you. Deal with you. Alright. Ooh, shadowed. Very nice. And take you out, please, and thank you. Very nice. Alright, that might be a level up for Tvinia. Nice, double level ups. Oh, I'll see you so close. Go craft. Meh. Kinda like what I have in Wallet. It doesn't really matter much, because I don't think Wallet will be doing much more anyway, so. Let me double check one thing really quickly. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Bonus damage. Wallow does kind of need it, but I'm thinking I'll give it to characters that I'm going to probably use in the final battle, which is probably just going to be this team again, honestly. I forgot I gave her a naturalist. I should have capitalized on that in hindsight. But potency and spell damage for her, I figured. Oh, Alfie has broad swipes. I forgot she has broad swipes. It needs to be around enemies. Dak? I think Dak is both, right? Yeah, he's bonus damage and potency. And he doesn't have much bonus damage, so I'll give it to Dak. Alright, Minya, you got Sentinel upgrade, Viciousness, Raider, and Aid. Seriously? Come on, Minya. I just wanted Paladin on you. I could go for the Sentinel upgrade, that one's not bad. I'll grab it. Her build's almost exactly what I wanted it to be, I just missed out by like a little bit. Bigglefloat's not so good for AC, and she doesn't have Open Mind. Um... Just more health in general could be good? What's this one do? Roots and shoots? I guess you could do that. I think hardiness is better. Creeping light, mystic light. The shadows are crammed with decayed bits of molting. Age-thick air only freshens as a questing draft slips bravely behind them. In another timeline, that might have been our greatest nemesis. In this one, the Mad Hornet in the closet. Pretty sizable for a forger bee. You think Eluna knows that we're here? My guess is we'd already be surrounded were that the case. Its fall resounds like the felling of a mighty redwood. In my head first, it echoes. I could feel that, like wind on my wings. So what do we do now? Think she'll come once she feels that disturbance? I mean, she did feel it. Should we be hiding? Whether these walls might muffle such a booming spirit, it is too soon to know. Regardless, the time nears that each bird must find her perch in the storm. Adroitly phrased as always, even if your leaning on that metaphor has grown tiresome. But to the point of preparing, Aitken walks past them into the grand hall. It's good we managed to claim this place, found it and opened it, all but showed it could do what we wanted to. Killed the whatever that was, beast. But see, isn't the hardest part still to come? Getting Exis here, convincing her to come inside this tower and, well, not dying when she inevitably tries to make us die? And then, Asian, be calm. Outside, the mist rubs its pink fur against the cold blue rocks. No sudden threat sparks up. While the gravity of these problems may just now be weighing on you, I have concentrated almost expressly on constructing solutions. I trust you all to find this tower, and you did not let me down. Now allow me to ease your burden. Hexbeth has hunted me relentlessly for years, has she not? Together, Dak and I have deflected her gaze, with some substantial effort. Now, what is left is to merely to let our efforts droop, leave my winsome face uncowled. Who would you count on to resist me? Resist punching you, maybe. Ah, how pleasant it is to hear an angsty duck relish her crumbs. Exodus will come for me. You may have to draw her into the tower, but once inside, I shall exert some of my meager powers upon her. She will counter. I should be able to hold her long enough that you can close this door, and when the bar is snugly nested, there will be nothing more she can do, to you, or to anyone else. Well, but what about... We combed through this floor, the upstairs, the basement, it's clean, it's sealed. These walls, these confines, they will be a prison. How long will her life here last? Her life here will be the same as her death, and by that I simply mean... It will go on, filling every room, possibly without end. And yet, that will be the happiest end, for all she loved when love once ruled her. I do think we have to try talking to her. I agree, you must try it. Yes, we'll make an attempt at peace, even so, you are a friend, and we do trust you. Of course, of course. Why else would you say so? The enemies are stronger, and we don't have a lot left to do. How long does it take us to prepare for this? 5 days. Dak is down 3 health. Kind of rough to send him into a fight minus 3 health. How much time do I have until this encouragement gets over here? 39 days. Let me save and give it a few days. Then we'll do this, let's see, how many days is it now? 18? Okay. 10 days, that's enough for me. I'll let them know. And over the fields, as these contests played out, pennants would snap and ripple, blue, gold, silver, and green. It is still my favorite dream, and some of the only memories I have of my parents. How joyful their faces looked, to see their joyful boy. Crowded though, huh? Hey folks, Dak and me, we've got the approach and everything. Defenses, possible angles, finished mostly with our equipment. And the dawn shall pounce upon us. It's on sort of subtle glare to burn fallen blood, like ink under these random rocks. In such script shall our history be spelled. Possible to delay. No, dear bud, that she has not already wrought her absolute will, perhaps we can claim the credit. But we do not risk losing her attention. But we finish now what we know we must. But I hope you'll excuse me a moment. These wings like to feel the clear old moonlight, breeze the mountain night. Yeah, we've gotten all of the stuff because this is the end of chapter, and now we get to do some upgrades. I need to do a quick BRB to get some stretching on my legs because it's kind of falling asleep. But when I get back, we'll be doing the final mission, and then we will be ending off after that. Because I said we would do it, and we're doing it. It'd take a little longer than I thought it would, but we're doing it. I'm sorry if the stream's been off. Hopefully it hasn't been, and it's just my computer acting weird. But I couldn't really tell. Okay, now I'm offline. What in the heck? What is going on? This is bizarre because the OBS says I'm still streaming, but Twitch says I'm not? Yeah, Twitch says I'm not. Oh, we broke out. Okay. Give me a second. Oh yeah, we glitched at one point. Hard to tell if things are going poorly or well, honestly. I can't say, but it definitely canceled me out for some reason. Yeah, we're not streaming right now on, which is bizarre because this is saying I am. It's unfortunate because it also means here, let me just get you guys back over here. It means this is for the not for the stream, this is for the recording. It means that all that I just didn't happen on this thing. I could load up, but I think it might have been I guess I could try how it works. I don't know what to do, guys. It seems like the stream should be going still, but it's not. Um and it stopped at I don't know what when it stopped exactly. It crashed at some point. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. I think it crashed before I did the mission. Uh, on the bright side, I've got the VOD. On the downside, everything else. Um, okay. I guess I've got some things to work out here. I need to figure out what's causing some of the issue. I wanted to finish this today, I really did, but maybe not. We're gonna do some technical difficulty work now, guys. Give me a second. Um, I might have to turn the stream on and off. Maybe that would fix it. I can't really tell. I have no idea what's causing the problem in the first place, because I haven't... What's weird is OBS says I'm still streaming, but everything else says I'm not. Um... Okay. Well... Huh. Sucks. I don't know what's going on. Alright. I don't know what to do here, guys. I think... I'm just gonna leave it and be right back for a few minutes. I'm going to try to do some technical work on this. Give me a second, guys. See if I can't get us live again.
Alright guys, I can't get it to work. I think I have to turn off the entirety of OBS. Um, so I'll have to cancel the rest of this recording for now. Um, if I give me a second, guys, I'm gonna have to turn off OBS. This will be an adventure. I'll be right back. Actually, just in case I don't start recording again, because I might just do a quick recap of things over on Twitch, and then we'll just finish this next week, or maybe even start at the Tower of Lock. I don't know. Just in case um I don't come back to this. Thank you guys for being here. I'm sorry for all the technical difficulties. That's on me. I really thought the computer would be fine, but it did not want to do this correctly. I got to get my other one up, and I'll see what settings I might need to change. So I'll be right back. I'll be back on Thursday for a new game and Saturday for a new game as well, barring any unforeseen circumstances with more issues of this. If this computer doesn't want to work, then I will have to wait on Saturdays, but Thursday will be fine. So Saturday is up in the air on what it'll be depending on how the computer is doing. Sorry again about the issues, the technical difficulties, and all that, but thank you for being here. I had fun. If I don't see you guys in another part of this, in like a part 2 of this VOD, then I'll say this here. Thank you guys again for watching, and Digna47 signing off.